Hello and welcome back. This is Redemption Goddess, and today I'm covering Kwame Brown. Thank you, Kwame Brown, so much. He sneak dissed me, but it kind of feels good that he at least watched my content. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the view. And according to his battle rules, if you are... Anyway, fuck his battle rules. Forget his battle rules. Okay, so the sneak diss, obviously he didn't mention my name. You know, John reeled and put him on game. He like, look, don't send people over to these little small YouTube channels and give them any glory or whatever. You know, let them starve. Fuck them. They just doing it for clicks and views. We doing it for the honor. Anyway, whatever. Everybody's doing it for clicks and views. Don't let that shit, you know, everybody is doing it for clicks and views. Okay. So just get off of that. Okay. So right about this moment when I stopped it. Oh, we got 161 people disagree with what he talking about. Anyway. Kwame Brown gets to talking about like something that I was talking about in the video. Like my main beef with him was a time, and we wouldn't say beef, we say disagreement. My main thing that turned me off from him, which I, you know, have the right to do. Oh yeah, this is my opinion. F company policy, right? According to Kwame Brown's battle rules. You should be able to say what you want to say. And he even commented on one of my videos from a month or so ago. He said, I think you have a right to say what you want to say. And I hearted that comment. I've never cussed Kwame. I've never called him out his name. I might have slipped in an I doubt it though. I doubt that I even did that. I may have called him a clown. So let me take that back. So first of all, we both have good, you know, everyone has good and evil. We battle in this. And our tongue is the most powerful weapon that we use for or against each other. So my problem with Kwame Brown stemmed from him riding in his truck, recanting a story about a woman who had a train ran on him. Now, according to the story, he left early, but some type of way he got some information from her, or some type of way this woman expressed that she liked this. And that is the only point I've really been digging on. I didn't say nothing about the shoe drive. I thought it was commendable. I thought it was a great thing. And then the other part was him talking about the cousin being on Backpage and that she wasn't no good. Now, he mentions that here finally, again, in a sneak dissy way to me. Now, this is my opinion. I think I'm right, but okay. Of course, he's not going to say my name because John Real told him not to, you know, let these small YouTubers starve. F them. They doing it for clicks and views and we doing it for honor. Anyway. So he mentions the Backpage stuff with his cousin. And then in this particular piece, he talks about, you know, he puts more information in. He says, this woman announced this at the family reunion. But y'all know what he left out? He didn't talk about that woman with the train. He didn't bring that one back up. He didn't say nothing about her liking it and whatever. He didn't recant that story. And then he tries to sneak this even further, like I live in some fantasy world where I don't think that thoughts and hoes exist. What? So a person come from the hood. Myself, I came from the hood. I all the problems that poor black folks go through, I've been through. Why wouldn't I understand that promiscuous women exist? Lying ass women. I understand that lying ass human beings exist. My whole point was simply this. When you're telling a story that involves another person that's not there to confirm the fucking story, it puts a shady vibe over you. and whatever you saying. Now, I understand now the purpose of him sitting in that truck, riding and creating that content. First, he had to create content. Secondly, he's trying to draw particular crowds to him. He wants that manosphere crowd. To get that manosphere crowd, you have to hate women. You have to spew bullshit about women. You get the key words. Just like to be a Republican, you got to say certain words. You got to throw out certain dog whistles. Same thing with the manosphere. Black women ain't shit. Women ain't shit. You know, look at all these problems women has caused. Look at all this stuff women doing. We not getting laid. We black girl magic. All this, you have to say these key words to draw in that manosphere crowd. Same thing if you're trying to draw in a woman's crowd. If you're trying to draw in a woman's crowd, then you start dogging men, talking about how horrible men is and what they need to do to change. Women will be over there listening to it. And all you got to do is teeter back and forth until you build your audience. You got to pick who you want. Just the same thing with them prankster folks. Them prankster people are targeting children. Okay? Some of these lifestyle vlogs and stuff, they are targeting children. So when you pick who you targeting here on YouTube, then you begin to create content. So I understand why he told the story. Now I understand. At the time, I didn't. At the time of being like thinking of like, why did he say that shit? So the third time, and all of these times just have to do with women. Yes, he talk about the gangbangers. Yes, he talk about folks glorifying prison life. And I'm glad he on their ass too. I'm glad he on everybody's ass. But listen, no, I don't live in some fantasy world where I don't think hoes and thoughts exist. I just think that when you telling a damn story about somebody else, they should be able to confirm it. Just imagine this. Put yourself in these shoes. You pay $60,000 according to your own words. So a woman wouldn't be able to just tell some willy-nilly story about you. She had a story to tell, didn't she? But y'all proved it was wrong, right? When you put somebody else in a situation, in the story you telling, the people listening don't have any way to prove what the fuck you saying. Yeah, we understand hoes is hoes and thoughts and ratchet women, blah, blah, blah. Stay away from their ass. They hang out on corner stores. They hang out at the gas station. They hang out in the clubs. They always got their ass hanging out. Yeah, we understand that. And they sell their ass. And yes, they'll tell everybody that they don't care. But I'm not going to sit up there and pick out no specific story about some woman unless she's going to confirm it. If she going to get on there and disguise her voice and confirm it. But what I see, you didn't touch on that girl that liked it, huh? You want to leave that story. You wish you never told it, I bet. I bet you wish you never, ever told it. That is what's wrong with loose lips. Loose lips sink ships. That's why you think before you speak. I sit up here and I research the topics. And yes, I get on here and freestyle. But I've organized the thoughts in my head before I get on here. That's what's stopping me from cussing so much and this and that, you know. But sometimes you get passionate and it still pops out. That's why you re-listen sometimes, you know, and you may delete it. You say, no, I'm not going to say that. Yesterday, I uploaded a video where I apologized to somebody. I went too far. I don't have a problem. And no, I don't live in no fantasy world where I think when all women are right. And you know that ain't, you know, don't nobody live in that fantasy world. You just want to dog women. It is not our fault that y'all asses was in them streets. It's not our fault. Quit trying to blame women for that shit. Some woman was sitting there begging you to stay, begging you to do right, but you did not. Some of these men came from good homes and young ladies too. They say preachers and police officer kids is the worst. Okay? That don't sound like no ghetto to me. I know plenty of suburban kids don't have to be in no thug life, but they go and will commute to the hood to be hanging around in the projects. Mama, parents, they working 1,000 hours to keep them out of the ghetto, but they choose. You taking all of the accountability away, and even from yourself. You get mad because somebody get on here and critique you? Oh, please. They critique movies. They critique music. That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of living in America. Yeah, they on there. I don't agree with Kevin Gills is doing. That is crazy. I haven't went to none of them levels. I'm only using your own words. I'm only using your own words. Yes, I understand why you did it. Now you're trying to get them manosphere folks over there. I hope you got everybody. All the people in different sectors of YouTube, you have strategically went after them. Then on top of that, you name drop people very strategically too. You name drop Cat Williams the week his shit coming out. You name drop LeBron James the week his damn movie coming out. Then you're still trying to keep the Michael Jordan prison shit going. I see you ain't say nothing about that girl that liked it. Oh, you did not touch on that one. Gonna try to sneak this somebody. I must think that the women is all right. Don't nobody think in absolutes. That's an absolute argument that's always bound to fail. That's an insult when somebody brings that to you. You like the color red, so you must be in the gang. That's an absolute. What do you mean? Of course, I understand all of the crazy stuff that goes on in the world. I understand that it's good and evil, and that's it. When you open your mouth and you talk, you speak in life or you speak in death. And that's it and that's all. Criticism and critique makes you better. Only a fool runs from it. Okay? I'm happy for shit. I be happy when black folks doing good. Ooh, I love it. See somebody driving good, looking good, doing their thing, happy, enjoying life, enjoying their family. That is a beautiful thing. Whether you freaky, whatever you're doing with your life, you enjoying it. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to just sit up here and just talk and lie. You comfortable in your own skin. You can sit in silence and be just fine. The reason why I'm so good at it because I'm my only child. Some folks have to learn it. It takes years and years to get comfortable in your own skin where you don't have to make up stupid ass stories. You can just talk. You can just live, talk about life. You throwing folks all the way under the bus. It don't matter if it's your family that you throwing under the bus. That make it worse. That makes it worse. The only women this man likes is a woman that's going to kiss his behind. If I got on here and just played his videos and sung his praises, oh, he would be excited and happy. But because you get on here and you critique him, and not even in a bad way, because I done heard folks go in clowning, being a fool, acting a fool. And I done heard some folks have some real critiques. Ain't none of them touched on that story in that truck though. They scared. They scared to upset Kwame. I wish I would sit back and listen to somebody tell some bullshit ass story like that. Just like when you dating a man, he get to telling you all the stories about his ex. She not there to confirm or deny this shit. You just got to take his word for it. Then you find out later on that he was lying. Trying to paint some picture of this woman so you can have sympathy for him and give him some ass quicker. You sit back and you listen to the words. You see if time proves those words. You're not going. I can't tell nobody what to do with their channel. He obviously ain't going. He's not going to bring any of these people on. And if he does, see, that's why he. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I could have been one of them forensic people, for real. I could have been one of them forensic people, one of them body language people. See, today he brings in, or yesterday, this was 16 hours ago. He says that the woman announced it at the family reunion. Why did he say that? Because the main thing that I was asking for in the video that I made, I said, bring them on. They can hide their face, distort their voice, but I want to hear from their point of view why they do the things that they do on a real honest level. Why are you a thought? Why is your cousin not helping you not be a thought no more? Why do you love being on back page and all this? And then I want to ask the other young lady, you like group sex, you like that? That was fun? And what is the psychology behind that? Is that some nymphomania? What is that? Is that something that you think that you need help with? Whatever. Can we help these women? These is people he know. And instead of trying to help them, he making fun of them, making their story some example of why women ain't shit. That tell you right there. That tell you all you need to know right there. The reason why he brought in that family reunion shit, see, now he can bring in somebody that was supposedly at the family reunion that heard her. And it's probably going to be some other man confirming that this supposedly cousin said this shit. This is why he introduced this. But he did not bring up that woman that supposedly liked it. The woman, oh, I left early. He took himself out of the situation. He took himself out of it. I left early. What if you left early? How do you know she liked it? Is that you tearing a black man down because you asked tearing the black man down because you don't believe everything came out his mouth? You supposed to believe your black men. I don't believe shit from a nobody. My dog be like, roof, roof, roof. What the hell? You might be lying. You just want me to sit up here and pet you. You trying to pretend like somebody at the house. But you just want some pets. I don't even believe my damn dog. Crying and whining and shit. You think something wrong with their ass and all they want is some attention. They want some treats and shit. I don't even believe a dog. Okay. You sit up here, you say shit. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm listening. Now I'm waiting. People get to telling you abstract stories and shit like this. You have to sit back and ask yourself why. Are they going to be the villain in the story? Are they going to be the hero in the story? Is the story some type of example for you? Is the story to fill time and space because this person is not comfortable in their skin and they just can't exist? You know, people have deep conversations. Typically, just recanting experiences and things, but in certain settings. There was a reason why he told those two stories. Now, the third thing is when he doxed his baby mama. He telling stories once again, fucking himself up with his own mouth. He gets to talking about the cars that this young woman has and how many other children that she has and her husband and the fact that she wants to still sleep with him and all of this other information. But more importantly, he's talking about the different cars she drives. Something some internet crazy person can go start looking up and finding different stuff and put her and those children in jeopardy. I have no idea. When you sit here and you start thinking about, so what was the purpose of that story? So he's trying to give context, I guess, to the situation when they're bringing him the papers. Right? And he's trying to give you some context behind that. So that's the purpose of that story. But see, again, when you have your tongue just going, you're not thinking before you speak. You're not thinking about the consequences of the things that you say. You just say whatever. That's why it's important to sit in silence and meditate and read. Yeah, you have opinions on things. And sometimes those opinions are wrong and way off. Of course, there are fucked up women in the world. There are effed up men in the world. There is pure evil in the world. Are you going to tell people how to take some type of psychology course or behavior science course or something to let them recognize evil? I'll tell you how you recognize evil. Some old double talking lying motherfucker. That's how you recognize evil. Why are you double talking and lying? There's another purpose behind the reason why you want me to like you so much. You want me to hurry up and like you. And the minute I don't like you or criticize you, you are angry. That's all the information I need. When a person cannot stabilize their moods, who let some words affect them? Third graders and shit. High schoolers. Adolescents. That's who let words affect them. Don't nobody care about no names. Seriously. Don't nobody care about no names. Now, the stuff he's talking about with Stephen A. Smith and the campaign, the stuff that they doing with the NFL players, you still see not to this day. To this day, he have not put not one of them white boys' pictures up. No NFL, NBA, nobody important. Just black men and the one white dude. He just roasting regular old YouTubers. He ain't put none of them people up there. None of them commissioners, none of them people in charge of any of them programs, none of those CEOs, none of those presidents, none of them. I don't care what you say, honey. That's some some whole cowardly shit. You just talking around and talking around and talking around. And you talking about YouTube algorithms, people doing it for the clicks, and everybody doing it for the clicks. But I sure appreciate you coming over and checking out, what I have to say. Good. Thank you. I don't know. I don't care if you don't agree. I don't care. If I'm wrong, I know I can get my butt on here and say I'm wrong. Even if I have to sit there and write down the apology, because sometimes when you're apologizing, you will revert back to, well, if this person wouldn't have did this to me, you will revert back to not taking the accountability. When you take accountability, I am wrong. Not no buts and what ifs. I'm wrong. What can I do to fix this? The other person say, no, F you, go on about your business. You say, well, again, I'm wrong. I apologize. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. That's it. The person don't never have to talk to you again. You did your part. And you go about fixing whatever you broke with your tongue or with your bare hands. You go around fixing what you broke. That's it. Now, how am I younger than this man by many, many years? See, this is what he talking about me. Supposedly, he's trying to save me. Supposedly. He trying to save us. Supposedly. Honey, a lot of us are Bitcoin babies. A lot of us, honey, just please. I don't even know what to say. We sit up here and we laugh at y'all because y'all lie so damn much. Y'all just like talking. Y'all lie and talk. Talk, lie, 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 lie. And the stuff y'all do, supposedly some good, right? Oh, please. See, when you do think, this is back to the Bible. All y'all Bible thumpers, where y'all at? Be careful of a man that toots his own horn. Other people are supposed to toot your horn for you. You're not supposed to sit up on here and brag and look at all what I did. I can't stand seeing them pictures where they done sat up here and bought the homeless person some food, and here they come taking selfies and writing long ass faces. I'm like, oh, I'm happy that the homeless person still got what they're blessing, even if it came from an ill place. Just like it still reminds me of stuff in the Bible where the Pharaoh, the guy was trying to change his heart. God decided to change his heart. But it was points where God let his heart remain hardened. So, but in the end, the people still got what they needed. They still was able to be set free. So even when you have some vindictive, lying person, somebody that's not even doing it with good intentions, that good is still sprinkled where it need to go. I am not the least bit afraid or worried about evil. I love the fact that I can see it and point it out. This starts with pointing it out in yourself. Do you know how many times I done had to go back and say, hey, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. That was mean. That was mean. I shouldn't have said that. I was angry. I should not have said that. And that's it. Sometimes the people say, oh, you good. I get mad too, Other times the person was like, look, I can't deal with nobody that talk like that and act like that. You flipped out on me. I don't want nobody around me that flip out on me like that. I'm like, cool, you right. I go on to get myself together. Realize that I have some issue through. This is how you grow. But when you sit up here and pretend like ain't nothing wrong, like you just, oh, I'm wonderful, I ain't did nothing wrong. Obviously, Kwame Brown, we know it's some jacked up women in this world. Obviously. Because their children are walking amongst us, shooting and killing each other. Their children amongst us, sitting up on YouTube lying. Women that mismanage their time, mismanage their family, and now the children are grown, wreaking havoc on the world. So yes, I know it's some messed up women. They raised some jacked up children. The only thing we can do is be happy and thankful for Smith & Wesson. And whatever else, stick, bottle, and pipes you can find. Whatever blows you can throw. You just be happy you can fight. You be happy that you have discernment. You be happy that you can sit and listen when somebody lying. You can peep danger. You got head on the swivel. You just be happy you are equipped with the tools if the time comes that you run face to face with evil. But far as somebody calling you some names and hollering and cussing at you, especially over the internet, oh please. Grow up. I'm just thankful that out of all this mess and all this folly and all this distraction, y'all gonna shame each other to building some shit. Y'all gonna shame each other. This one gonna be trying to outdo that one. Yeah, look what I did for my community. Picture, video. Look what I did for my community. Good. Get out there. I don't care what motivates y'all ass to get out there. Get it. Y'all cuss, holler at each other, try to outdo each other with charity. Good. Y'all want to talk bad about women? Women ain't shit. Blah, blah, blah. Good. Go ahead. Take all the pictures and videos, donate, do whatever you can do. Your folly is still rewarding those that are in need. You can learn a lot from a person in their folly. They are still useful. You understand? Good and evil exist in everybody. Even a toddler haul off and hit their mama in the face because she done took something away that they wanted. Even a toddler haul off and hit their own parent in the face because you done took something. So good and evil exists in everybody. You run around looking for this and looking for that. Look, you don't want no ratchet bitch? Go to the library. Oh, baby, they ain't got time to go in there. Go to the library. I bet you she ain't in there. Go down one of them aisles and see one of them young ladies sitting in there studying. Slip her your number. No, that ain't the girl that you want. Because see, she's not going to splay it open for you. You're not going to be able to get on the internet and talk about her. She probably ain't going to never give you none. Just don't trust you. Something ain't right about you. Why you in this library and you ain't reading no books? You in here picking up women. Just like we figured out y'all was in the grocery stores picking up women. Go in there and actually read a book, scope the shit out. And that's where the young ladies, all these women, But that's not what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna go to the club and find a girl that's gonna give y'all some behind that night. And then once she give it to you, then you talk about her like a dog. How you know about Backpage? Anyway, you found out about Backpage by your cousin? How you find out about Backpage, Kwame Brown? Did you order you up a bitch? You ordered you a bitch on there, didn't you? Please. He gonna sit up there, order him one, allegedly. Order him up one and then sit up there and talk about her like a dog. She come over there and do all the stuff he want and lay down and do this, play that. Still won't. Talk about her like a dog, but he called and ordered her. Just like these young ladies, you find some young lady, she lay on down, have all these babies for you, and now all of a sudden she ain't shit. Oh, was she not shit because she corrected you somewhere? She corrected you? Did she critique you and make you mad? Baby, I think we need to sit down and read this book together, baby. I ain't read no motherfucking book. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Like, dislike, and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for listening. You too, Kwame Brown. Thank you for listening.